beautiful people. Shout out to everybody who's gonna watch this video. Just left the famous Unde apartments. This was built for the diaspora. Peace and love to everybody out there. Shout out to everybody in every country. We're currently here with the one and only Master Zola the King. Currently in the building. Unde. That's right.
Mambo vipi kama kawa. No pain, no gain, no pain, no future.
Yeah.
No pain, no life.
That's right, family. And also, man, we have some special guests here. We actually have some superstars in here. Shout out to everybody in the back. We got the one and only superstar Nazizi from Kenya in the building.
Them fire. You know them fire.
Today?
I'm good, fam. How you doing?
Oh, you know, Dar is like second home, first of all. And Master Zola, my master, my sensei. Any chance I get to see him, I'm there. Come to Unde Apartments, do the workout, meet with nice people, spirit connection, you know. So give thanks for meeting everybody and for being here this time, yeah.
So you're the first female rapper in Kenya.
Yeah, in East and Central and Southern Africa, actually.
Yeah.
So when I was growing up, of course, I listened to Pac, I listened to Biggie, but you know, the Brat and like Lil Kim and Foxy Brown and MC Lyte, for me, that was like, yo, this is what's up, you know. So and also because I'm Rastafari, I listen to a lot of reggae, of course, Bob Marley, and is a foundation of my introduction to Haile Selassie and, you know, to Rastafari. So I'm both sides. I'm in hip hop, I'm in reggae, and it's like those are my biggest mentors, you know. I've told you all of them, but for workout is Master Unde.
Now training, gonna go body weight training. We're gonna start training our feet, then we're gonna training our upper body. So we're starting lower body, then we're gonna do upper body. Remember, stretching, warm up, then training. If you don't stretching, you don't warm up, don't do anything because you're gonna injure your body, right?
As well, yeah.
Did you face a lot of challenges becoming the first female rapping superstar in East Africa?
Oh yeah, I think being a female artist anywhere in the world has a lot of challenges because it's a male-dominated way of expressing yourself, and people expect women to sing and do R&B or love songs or some stuff like that. So already that's a challenge. The thing is with the challenges, it's very based on exploitation. You get producers and you get promoters and stuff because you're a girl. They're trying to get extra benefits, you know, things like that. And also breaking on the scene is like you have to be better than the best guy, the best rapper, for them to even take a look at you or give you a deal or something. So you have to be on your A game. You have to be watching out for the vultures. You have to be trying to get through. It's like mad, yeah.
How has the music scene in Kenya changed from when you first started until now?
Well, for me, the first thing I will say, it's changed a lot, but what I'll focus on is the growth of the female artists. I was the only female MC for over 10 years. I was winning Female Artist of the Year every year till I didn't stop going to the awards. I'm like, if I'm not motivating another woman to step on stage, then I'm doing nothing, you know? And right now, it's like we've got, shout out, you know, we've got Femi One, we've got Phenomenal, we've got Saru, we've got a lot of like dope female MCs out of Kenya right now. Femi One is one of the top artists right now, and also, you know, she says that I motivated her. She grew up listening to me. So for me, that's a big deal. So it's changed that we now have more female MCs. And for me, that's the only accomplishment I want to look at, because from none to one to more, for me, that's a big accomplishment. But also, the whole African music scene is now becoming more global. You know, before there was America only was like a global music industry. But now the music, like the African scene is so big that even people in Europe, in America, all over the world listen to Afrobeat, listening to African vibes. So, you know, this is where music originates from. And so it's like a full circle and people understanding, you know, when Beyonce did the album, she focused on videos in Africa and stuff. And I think from there, everybody realized, whoa, we shooting videos in like Hollywood and we need to be in Nigeria or in Kenya. And that also changed how we see music videos now, you know. So I feel like the whole music scene is totally different, and the people are connecting with Africa more, which is amazing. Yeah, first of all, sitting here with my husband Adam, who's from Tanzania originally, but lives with us in Kenya now. He moved. My father is half Tanzanian as well, but he also moved to Kenya. He's lived in Kenya more than he's lived in Tanzania. So I also have family here. So I also did a lot of the beginning of my music career here with P Funk, with J Mo, with the Professor J, and all the rappers from that time. It's like we did a lot of work together in the beginning. So I was in the movement, like we're the first Kenyan artists to come perform here in Tanzania. You know what I mean? So, and be on like TV doing interviews and stuff. It was like really fresh and new, you know, as we're talking about 25 years ago. Yeah. So you can imagine 25 years ago, how it was one TV station maybe and like a couple who was doing interviews for artists. So we've always kept the bond, you know, with the family out here, with the artists out here. When I connected with Master Zola, and the Unde movement, it became even more family because it's a spiritual family, which is like deep, you know. So wherever we are, we feel connected. Wherever we go, we want to go back. Like, and now where I know Master is, I follow him, you know. So Tanzania is also, you know, for Adam's family, and we also have some good and crazy things happening to us in Tanzania. So, you know, it's definitely, if there's any other place in Africa that's second home, this is it.
You said you had some crazy stuff happen here. What happened?
Oh man, you know, just beef, hip hop beef, and like, you know, just wild and like young stars and craziness and things like that. But you know, also a lot of life challenges, you know, for Adam, for me, have happened here. So we got good memories, hard memories, but it stays home. Yeah, yeah.
What's the difference between Kenya and Tanzania?
First of all, the people. The people in Tanzania are really polite. Even how they speak Swahili, they're very polite. Kenya is like hardcore. People are like too hardcore. You can say hi to someone, they won't even smile or say hi back. They're like, whoa, man, they're hard people to deal with, you know? Tanzania, like, I'll give you an example in Swahili. If you're calling somebody, you wouldn't say Joe or kuja hapa. You know, in Tanzania, someone can tell you kuja hapa. That means come here, you know. But it's like in Tanzania, they would say what, master? Samahani na kuomba uje, which is tafadhali. Yani. So they start with, excuse me, please, can you come here? You see, that's just will tell you the difference between Kenya and Tanzania. Kenya will be like, oh yeah, kuja hapa. He's commanding you like come here, you know. So that's the attitude of the people. Also, I'll say financially Kenya is stronger because one Kenyan shilling is about, depending on the rate, between 18 to 22 Tanzanian shillings. So we have bigger shilling currency is bigger. It's a bit more developed, but Tanzania, like the city like Dar, is bigger and less corrupt. Kenya is really hard also to make it out there. What would I say? Is it like really hard to make it out in New York maybe? Yeah. Like making it big time, like being rich in New York is like you gotta be hardcore. It's like that's what Nairobi is. Tanzania and Dar, I feel like if you're smart and open a small business, a small shop, and you focus, you can make money. But in Kenya, you really need to know what you're putting your money into. So you gotta know who you're dealing with. So you come to Nairobi, they call it Nairobi. First thing, you might get robbed. But now it's safer. It's not like 10 years ago. Security is better. Um, you know, but Nairobi town. So you can't go city center and come back home in pieces. Like you have to be on toes. It's that kind of place that if I was going to tell a stranger, but it's in Africa. It's somewhere I would say closest to someone who's used to maybe living in the States or in Europe. They would be more comfortable many times in Nairobi. First of all, because in Kenya, because of the weather in the city, we're not hot, so we get really cold weather as well, and just convenient stuff like we got many malls. We've got, you can get more things in the stores. You know what I mean? It's more convenient. Like Tanzania still has to catch up in a few things, and they've also passed us in a few things too. Like we don't have Mwendokasi in Nairobi, yeah, but we have an expressway going through town, which is also not here. So Africa is developing. I say East Africa is really, yeah, is really developing well. East Africa for me would be the place if anyone from the diaspora wants to come. You see, they should try East Africa. In the past, people have been going to West Africa, to Senegal, maybe to Ghana, to. So I feel like it's time for them to connect to the East because this is where life started. This is where they find the first human fossils, and this is where the Ngorongoro crater they say is where everything started out. So this is motherland. East Africa is home. So yeah, karibuni, come to East Africa. You need to come to East Africa. Try to go to Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda on your trip if you ever come out here and see the difference. Uganda is mad. Yeah, the balance is important. Well, it took a long time, you go through different phases. But now that I've been, an artist for a long time, I realize how important it is to spend time building your health, building your mental strength and balancing your spirit. So mind, body, and spirit, has to balance. The ways I do that, everybody has their way. For mine is boxing and working out, meditating, writing, journaling, things like that. Because my best friend is my journal. Like I feel like no other human being would understand it. So I just write it down and get it out of my feelings. So I've been writing since 1998. I've been journaling, and sometimes I go back and read the journals, and they show me how much I've grown. Like how Nas from 1998 and Nas from 2024 thinks is two different things. But one thing about me, and I hope that everybody in life can get something that I was very lucky to get, is my purpose. Is my purpose. I didn't, I started writing my journal when I was about 13, 14. And at 14, I was like, I feel like I'm here for something big. Like I've got a great mission, but I don't know what it is. And it was bothering me all the time. I think a lot of people don't know what their life mission and purpose is until it's too late, And I have a page in my journal when I was 15. I said, I found it. I found my mission and what I'm here for, and it was music. It was to save people through music, to inspire people through music. And my music is a bit different because it's more personal. My fans say I really relate on a personal level, like I know you, because I write about experiences. That's also another form of mental health. For me, like I said, I think writing the journal led to writing music. And so when I'm writing music, I'm writing from the heart. It's something I've experienced. Like I lost my son Jazil last year, and I just wrote a song about him. And when you listen to it, as a mother who has lost a child, you understand, So that's me. It's my way to keep my mental health, and also being around the Undes. For me, if I'm around Undes movement, it's a big healing. It's for my mental health, right? So you need to know what are your triggers, what are the things that get you anxious, anxiety, and all those things. For me, it's all the fans up. I love my fans, but it's like the everyday life you can't have in normal life. You know what I mean? But you have to spend time by yourself, away from the people, working on yourself, not just on the music. And I think for me, I got that part late. I used to deal with it different ways, like the stress, not in positive ways, like working out and meditating and stuff. It would be like I'm super stressed, so I would go out clubbing with my friends, all week because I'm stressed. That's like, how do you grow through that? You don't grow, you just broke the next week. Working out and investing in your health, or going for a yoga class or a breathing class or a meditation, that's investing like to your spirit, to your body, to your mind. I think if people could catch that like earlier on in life, I think that a lot of people would be successful. And you know what? Well, a lot of people said that to me because I did my first show, Blankets and Wine, Kenya, on December 22nd, 3 days before my son's first anniversary, to 10,000 people. And they gave me so much love. And what I can say to you is, don't let the strength fool you. Yeah, no pain, no gain. The pain is there. It's going to be there forever. I've just recently come out from the darkness of being away from people for about 10 months. I was low, I was weak, I was crying every day. I'm still hurting, but you see, my purpose is to get the people, and my mission is to inspire the people never to give up and to keep going. That's what my music is about. It's about never giving up. So I've got millions of people writing me about how they lost their kids too. And so for me to stand up now, like just a year after, to show all mothers, fathers who've lost their children that life, like a year ago, people were saying this to me and I was like, shut up, life will go on. And I'm like, no, life is over. Like this is over for me. Now I'm done with it, you know, but we are all here for a certain period of time. My son was only given 3 years, but he did great things. He inspired a lot of people too. And since I'm still here and I know my mission is to inspire, then I cannot stay in the darkness forever. I have to step out. But I myself was not sure if I would be here a year later, even speaking or looking strong, or I wasn't sure if I would be in this earth. I didn't want to be here anymore. I wanted to be with my son, you know. But here I am. And so I think for anybody who's going through anything, we're gonna go through it. And the point is, come back to yourself. Come back to your mission, come back to God, come back to whatever keeps you going if it's positive. Yeah.
Don't stop training.
And don't stop training. Master says
Don't
it.
stop training.
Because this is the first time in my life that I didn't train for 9 months. And for Adam, it was different. After he didn't train for like 3 months, but on the 4th month, it was his way of coping with the pain. I didn't want to go to the gym because it reminded me of my son. He always came in the gym with us. He always trained with us. I have 2 boys, but the baby, was the one training with us every day. So I was always saying to Master, we got an Unde from birth. Like this time we got the real Unde, you know. He be doing sit-ups when he was like 1 year. He could do a proper sit-up. Like, so losing him was losing a big part of us. And you know, we lost him here in Dar. So like I said, crazy things happen to us here. We've got good and bad memories. But we cannot stop coming to Dar. That's the biggest lesson I've learned from grieving. You'll avoid things, places, and memories because they remind you, and that's in the beginning of grief. But eventually, those places become positive. And I learned that also from losing my brother 18 years ago, that you remember the place now and talk about them with a smile. Before it was with tears. So it will come. It might take you 2 years or 3 years or whatever. Everyone has their time frame. Don't rush it, and keep training and keep it strong. Never give up. Never give up. Yeah, man. Like what happened to I rock with my Afro pop? Hey, you know what happened to that, man? I feel like okay, you know what it is there. It's like they're selling an image. First of all, the rappers back there, yes, they were feminine, but look, they were hardcore too, you know? And the message was also like empowering to women. Like, man, the female artists from that time, yes, we had like Foxy Brown, we had Lil Kim, yeah, but also their lyrics was hard. It wasn't just about weird stuff, you know? But now it's the image, it's how the body looks, it's how they dress on stage, it's what they're talking about. And it's a little bit sad because I feel like that's not the real them. But because they got signed deals and being exploited and being, you know, then they gotta be that image. And for me, I've never had to be an image. People who knew me from 25 years ago and know me now, like same Nas. It's just the same person. And same Undertaker. I don't change, right? I've just grown. I've just grown. And we all grow. And if you're not growing, there's a problem with you, bro. If you're not growing mentally or physically, bro, check yourself, like real deep. Sis, check yourself. If you're not growing and you're stuck, start working. And one thing, if nothing else is working, business is not working, family is not working, start working on you, on yourself.
Invest in your brain, your mind, and your body.
and
That is
then
very important.
and then everything else is gonna fall in place. So, female MCs right now, I feel like we are also gonna go back to hardcore female. I feel it. I feel it. I feel like, yeah, man. When that we have to have those hardcore female MCs. Come on, Nani. Who is a hardcore female MC right now? In the States or anywhere. Hakuna. Hardcore. Right?
Now,
There's none. But hopefully soon I feel like it's coming back. It's not going to be, I'm not going to mention names because I'm not a hater, but it's not going to be what we're listening to now, you know? Yeah. Yeah, and they're influencing female MCs in Africa too. How they rap. Because if I'm on a song with other female rappers, I'm the only one who sounds like an old school rapper. I'm like, oh my god, man, you know. And the producer is like, Nas, there's a new sound. I'm like, hey, well, it's not my sound. I'm not a new artist. I got my style. So I feel like it's gonna come back, like Missy for me was the perfect balance. She had that R&B singing, but hardcore as well. But the beats and like her and Timberland, like for me, I wish we had more of that type of female. But you know what? Every artist has their way of expressing themselves as long as you're doing what you think you're doing for now. But I think the scene needs more strong female MCs. Definitely. Tanzanian music scene is more successful, I would say, as a business. They make more money, right, Adam? And it's funny because we started off around the same time, but Tanzania is like overtaking us when it comes to making of the stars, having big stars, and getting like endorsements and getting business deals, making more money. Like I think the highest paid East African artist is Diamond, right? Yeah, and he's from Tanzania, so that will tell you everything about the difference. Oh man, we've got Genge, we've got Genge tone. Now we have urban tone. It's always changing. We don't have like even Tanzania. It used to be bongo flavor. What is it now? What is it now?
Piano.
Yeah, because Tanzania was, and when it was bongo flavor, it was more hardcore. Like Tanzania used to be one of the hardcore centers for hip hop, right? But where are the hardcore hip hop artists like in Tanzania now? They're very few. It's mostly Amapiano and the singing and the R&B. So the scene here has also changed a lot. I would tell them like, don't do music to get rich. If you're getting into music to get rich in Africa, bro, the statistics not big, right now. You will get money, but you won't get rich. It's not like America or Europe or like you get one hit single and you're living off the royalties. We don't even get royalties. We don't do it does like I would be a billionaire right now. So do it for the passion because there's a lot of challenges in Africa being an artist. But if it's your passion and you love it and it's in your heart, do it for that, and then everything else would follow. But if your main goal to be a musician is to make money, it's not gonna work for you because it's a hard and long journey. So if you're passionate about it, keep going, don't give up, keep true to your message, don't try to sound like everybody sounds. Have your own sound. Keep your identity. Don't lose your identity into the music industry. That's my biggest point. Oh, that we are special people because if you're an artist, you are sending out a message to millions of people, right? You're a leader. You are telling the people how to do certain things through your music. I've heard people tell me, your song got me through this hard time. So that's one thing people need to understand. Like, the mission is big, but it's possible. Mission possible. Yeah. Respect, thank you. Unde, no pain, no gain, no pain, no future, no pain, no everything. Yeah, salute to everybody out there, and you know, keep moving, keep strong. Bless.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Unajua usingekuwa damu. Niko mpaka sasa hivi.